Let's solve another system of rational equations. Again, we can start off by setting these equal to each other. So I have x over 2x plus 7 is equal to x minus 5 over x minus 1. An easy way to solve this equation is to form like denominators and then cancel those denominators out. So I see on the right denominator I have x minus 1. So I'm going to put an x minus 1 in the denominator on the left. I can do that as long as I also put x minus 1 in the numerator. Because the left side has this 2x plus 7, I'm going to give the right denominator a 2x plus 7. And I will have to put the same thing in the numerator to avoid changing the value of the problem. Now the denominators are the same. Before I cancel them out though, I'm going to just quickly mention the excluded values. Because of the x minus 1, if I set that equal to 0, I find that x cannot equal 1. If I set 2x plus 7 equal to 0 and solve, I get negative 7 over 2. So these are my excluded values. So watch out to make sure that none of your solutions turn out to be one of these. Okay, so as I said, once the denominators are the same, you can cancel them out. So now I have, doing the distributive property here, I have x squared minus x equals. Now here I'm going to do the distributive property twice, like this. So x times 2x, that's 2x squared. X times 7, that's 7x. Here I have negative 10x and negative 35. Alright, let's combine these like terms. So I have x squared minus x equals 2x squared. Putting these together, that's going to be negative 3x minus 35. Now I should get 0 on one side. So I'm going to subtract x squared and add x. So that's going to give me 0 is equal to x squared minus 2x minus 35. Alright, let's go ahead and factor this down. X squared can only factor as x times x. 35, that's probably going to be 5 times 7. Inner plus outer equals middle. Inner, I have 5x. Outer, I have 7x. To get a negative 2 out of this, I would need a positive and a negative. So positive and a negative. Positive times a negative is a negative for the negative 35, so this is working. I need to set these factors equal to 0 to get the solutions. So this is going to give me x equals negative 5 and x is equal to 7. Are either of these excluded? No. Okay, now what I have here are x values, but I also need the y values to go with them. Alright, that's one of the key differences between just solving an equation and solving a system of equations. So these are my two x values, and they are here. But you see we have y's that we're trying to deal with as well. So I could take these numbers and just plug them in one by one to one of these. Let's see, I think I'll use the x minus 5 over x minus 1. For example, say if I took 7 and I plugged it in. So that would make 7 minus 5 over 7 minus 1. Okay, 7 minus 5, so that's 2 over 6. 7 minus 1 is 6. Reducing, that is 1/3. So the y value is 1/3. So you can get these by hand. by taking your x values and substituting them into one of these equations. It doesn't matter which one you use. Or you can use your calculator. Okay, so let's see, x minus 5 over x minus 1. Okay, so I want to try negative 5, and might as well do 7 again. So here's negative 5, and here is 7. So I have 5/3 and 1/3. Okay, and of course the 1/3 matches what we got when we did this by hand. So our solutions are negative 5 comma 5/3 and 7 comma 1/3.